Hey man, it's your boy Montego Ramon, man. Y'all know what's going on. Let's go fucking crazy, man. I need them fucking claps in the chat. The fucking nah, I just playing. Look, man, it's your boy Montego Ramon. We're here with the Risers X channel where we rise to the occasion, man. As you can see, literally right now we're sitting in a trade in buys. Just trying to take it up to this fair value gap. We probably have a lot more room to run than that. We're only up $1,300 this week, man. We started off at 12. So this week, if I go back to the third, it's the second right here. No, it's the sixth. Sorry. If we go back to the third, this is the third. This is where we started. This is how we started this week. Oh, when did we win? That was. Oh, we won an $11,000 trade last week on who? Oh, damn. I don't remember talking about that. Maybe I did. I'm sure I talked about it. We won $11,000 on a trade. What the hell? That must have been a nice trade. What was it? 7. We was on a sale. It was a 60-point sale. Oh, that was a big move on ES. Okay. Okay, and then this week, so we came in. We ended up losing $2,000 after that $11,000 win. So coming in this week, third. We had market open. We came in up $12,000, basically $12,600, and then we ended up losing $1,777. We lost another $4,000, so we're down to $6,500, right? Small loss right there, small $200 loss right there. Then we have a $4,200 win on YM. Beautiful. Was this a sell or a buy? This is a sell from $54,600, which is our average price right here. See, this is our average price right here, $54,600, and then we sold. What did it say? Closed the short at $54,180 at two units. So basically 2 contracts. We had 2 contracts, and we sold, right? Then we ended up going for long, closed the long on NQ at 29,481. We basically caught 150 points from 29,334 and a half. That was a nice dub, right? 1 contract. We was in 1 contract right there. It would have been really dope if we was up in 2 contracts. Then here we went and lost. That brought us up to 13. After we made that $4,000 win, which brought us up to 10, this put us at $13,400 basically. Then we took a small $2,000 loss, kind of small, not really. It's decent. We went. What is this? It says we went for a short on NQ. From 29,500. We closed the short at 29,587. Average price was 29,470. So that was a 110 point of drawdown that had went against us for the close. I would say we managed that loss well. Had a small win. Basically was a break-even trade here on a short on YM. We was in profit on that trade, and it ended up coming against me, right? Let's go here again. So right here we went for longs on NQ. We took the trade at 29,618. Closed at 29,735. So we caught about 120 points right there. And then that put us at 16,500, right? And then finally, for our final trade, we took a small loss. This is not our final trade, but the final loss of the week was $1,175 loss on NQ, which I really just messed up on that trade. I kind of talk about that a little bit. I just kind of messed up on that trade a little bit, but it's all good. I messed up on that trade. Should have really held the buy, held for buys there, and never should have exited the trade and try to re-enter. Now we in on buys again. Really what happened, I went for a buy and I got wicked out, which is cool. And then we came back in after another pullback to the area and a close on this candle here. And then now you see we're in longs going for 610 ticks, which is we basically have another 150 points to go basically. And I'm already up 272 ticks, which if you were to divide by 4, that would roughly be we're up 70 points roughly. Roughly we were up almost 100 points already. All right, cool. What else, Bevs? And we only got 50 to go, basically. All right, cool. So let's talk about what's going on. The momentum has swung, guys. The momentum has swung. Ever since we was in this downtrend a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, we was selling off for the last three, maybe. We've been selling off for a minute, guys. We've been selling off since like June. We've been selling off basically. And right now we've had a total shift of structure, and we are on a wave, and that thing is going up. That thing is going up. Now I didn't get the exact pullbacks I expected, but nonetheless we got pullbacks, and price wasted no time showing its urgency to want to go up, right? Trend up, be bullish. I really think I need to be aiming for something above here. If I'm being honest, it's because of the overall trend, and I need to have a wider stop of something like this, right? That's what I really think I need to be doing. And we're not going to see price return back to these levels probably for a minute. I don't really see that happening. We could get a bounce here, right? Let me pull out my fib real quick. I don't typically use the fib, but I do know how to use it, guys. So let's go pull out the fib, tools, trend lines. We want to see the Gann and Fibonacci. We want to see the fib zones, trend-based fib time. I don't really know too much about that one. So I'm gonna take this one. Oh no, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong fib tool. All right, let's go back. We need trend-based extension. Is this the one? Nah, oh sorry, this is the wrong one. I did it the wrong way. I think I gotta start from this low. So that was the right one. I need to start from this low, and I need to go to this high. All right. I don't think it's the right one either. All right, hold on. What's the right Fibonacci joint for me? Oh, here we go. All right, fib retracement. So here we go. So I should come from this high. Right, or really, let's reverse that. It's been a while since I used the field, but it was something I really wanted to check for here. So let's go from here, this low, to this one. This is this low. This is a high up here. Right, this is a high up here. We haven't broke over there 50, and that's cool, right? This is the last high, but all right, let's just ignore that even happened. That was this 50% mark I was looking to check for, and typically what you do, you just connect the high, this low, and then you want to see what this retracement is doing. But it wasn't really acting right for me, guys. Wasn't really acting right for me. And we're clearly over that 50 and probably headed for newer highs, if I'm being honest. We might get a little pushback at this level. We can expect that. But I really want to see if we're going to continue higher. This is going to depend because we're coming into August and we're coming into September, where those typically, September is like the worst month of the year because price is like doing this readjustment thing. A lot of indices are doing this readjustment. What else is going on? I'll make sure I really dive into the research and come back and let you all know exactly what's actually going on, because I'm thinking I don't want to give you some false information. All I know is that based on market cycles and being in the market over the years, you just notice that, hey, we typically always sell off. But like, why are we selling off during this time? It could be usually because the market ran or something. It could be like, what do they call it when the indices basically go in there and they restructure their positions in certain companies, which changes a lot of things, and so they sell all out of their profits off. So that means they're taking positions out and taking money out of the market and for repositioning, and that's where you see a lot of liquidity happening, a lot of selling off going on because people are taking profits. A lot of major companies and things like that, institutions, banks, indices. So that's one of the reasons. Okay, that's NQ, right? I'm just looking to see if we're going to new highs. As you all can see, I still have this trend here. You know, we've really been pushing to new highs. And we wasted no time in this past couple of weeks getting back to previous levels, you know, touching as much as 30,074 right here, which is the high. I think I showed you that right there. Zakari, was that you? Okay. And then let's go check out, let's go see ES real quick. ES pretty much gonna be the same thing. We're creating this parabolic movement here. If y'all know what a cup and handle is, that's a familiar pattern that's going on. But typically when we get parabolic like this, a lot of times we start to shoot up. And it could be something else going on. But other than that, it's looking like we're going to push it to new highs, is what I'm seeing. We may sell off a little more, dip back into this range over here where we got gaps right here. And I'm just going to talk about this only a little bit before I have to go. And then tomorrow I'll come back and do a more in-depth video for this Sunday. Kind of just want to roughly look over this. So yeah, we may dip into back into these fair value gaps before we take off. But for the most part, I think we're going to take off or get to either break new highs or get to previous highs at least before we start to go into the August and September, which is going to be, I'm just curious to see how it's going to perform, because July was supposed to be one of the best months of the year. In July, we was selling off hard. You know what I mean? We had this crazy turnaround at the end, but we really didn't. It did not perform. This is like the worst July in the last 20 years or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, will we get the same market cycle we've been seeing coming into September and August and September. Let's go over to YM real quick. Pretty much kind of getting the same thing. YM actually went and made a new high and then sold off. That's pretty typical, right? It hasn't made, you could say this is pretty significant as far as that drop. It could potentially start to sell off and go find a new bottom before, or hit a major area of support before it turns back around and return to new highs potentially. So we'll see how it goes. And I think it never filled that price gap. Also, ES never filled the price gaps, which they need to probably gonna come back and fill soon, potentially. So watch out for that. That's something to watch out for. And these, like I said, it's just stuff to watch out for. We would need the structure to support the idea of it potentially heading back down there. But that could be that major area of support it finds before it shoots up, because we seen NQ hit the price gap and then shoot up. The previous week, it hit the price gap and continued to sell off. So these might, ES and YM might shoot down into that price gap, then shoot up. So we'll see. All right, let's check gold out real quick, because I'm about to make this a real quick video and I'm out of here. Gold is on the go. And bro, we missed that damn entry by 0.4 points, bro. The buy is still sitting there. My TP would have been smashed, you know what I'm saying? We're going to new highs, and I think gold wants to return to the old previous highs going into this August and September. Remember, typically where NQ, ES, YM is selling off, gold was running at this time last year. It was gone. Like, it went crazy. It had that few couple levels of support, resistance, and then that thing was off to the races, guys. I can show you. Watch this. Tell you exactly what it did. Look, you can't even see how high that bar is up there. Bro, this was it right here. It was like, no, hold on. Where was that? This is last year. November, December, October. But you can see, like, that was the previous highs. It was like a couple levels of resistance over here. Then it was like around in this area. Because once it got on top of this, around November, it was just bounce, and it was gone. To new highs, went up to 5,700. Over the 5,700s, guys. That's crazy. So gold, what we're looking for, I'm expecting it to, as you can see, it's starting to make its move. It's starting to take out old previous highs and really starting to make some moves. So I might be looking to put in a long dated leap option on gold, if I'm being honest. I want to see it return to a major level of support. We got gaps down here. I already got my alerts waiting. And then this is another level of support. What else we got going on? We got fair value gaps down here. I'm just gonna continue tracking it. And if I see a pullback, I'm gonna probably go for something crazy. I'm just gonna try to swing gold. I'm gonna be honest with you. Cause I'm expecting us to NQ and them to start selling off, and then I'm expecting gold to really have its time running, and then to run all the way into next year. And I need to see a major double top made before I start to sell off on a higher time frame. Before I start to get out of my position next time. And coming soon. So that's all I pretty much got for y'all today, man. It's your boy Mateo Ramon here with the Risers X channel, where we rise to the occasion. Peace.